So in today's lecture, we see one more article from our topic mathematical logic, and which is algebra of statements. In this article, first we have to understand some laws related to our statements. First is idempotent law. So by idempotent law we mean there is one and only one statement P, that is P and negation P equivalent to P, and then second statement is dual of first statement, that will be replace this and by or, so P or negation P equivalent to P. So this is first law, idempotent law. Then second law, commutative law, which is again for or and and. So first is P and Q equivalent to P or Q equivalent to Q or P, and second statement is dual of first, P and Q equivalent to Q and P. Then third is associative law. Here we have three statements P, Q, R. So P and Q and R is equivalent to. Here we change only bracket. First is bracket for Q and R, and in RHS we replace this bracket for P and Q. Operation is same, that is and. So remember this law. Again here second statement is dual of this first statement, that is we replace this and by or. So statement becomes P or Q or R equivalent to P or Q or R. Then next law is important for our examples, that is distributive law. Here we want to distribute this and over R and this or over and. So remember this law, P and Q or R is equivalent to P and Q or P and R. You have to apply this law from this RHS side also. So if we have given this RHS, that is P and Q or P and R, then to write this LHS, first we observe our RHS. On RHS we have common is P. So first write this P. Then common operation and. So write and then write remaining terms in bracket. So in bracket first term is Q, then operation or, and then second term is R. So we have to apply this distributive law on both sides. If we have given this LHS, then write this RHS, and from this RHS write this LHS. Again second statement is dual of first statement. Now next, De Morgan's law. So by De Morgan's law we mean negation of P and Q equivalent to negation P or negation Q. Again here second statement is dual of first, that is negation of P or Q equivalent to negation P and negation Q. So second statement is dual of first statement. Then next important law is identity law. So here we have four statements. So first we write this identity law for capital T, capital F, and for this and connective. Here we consider T for tautology and F for contradiction. We consider only one statement P. So first statement is P and T equivalent to P. Second is P and F equivalent to F. And remaining two are duals of this first. So P or F equivalent to P, and second is P or T equivalent to T. Then again important law, complement law, P and negation P equivalent to F, and P or negation P equivalent to T. Then we write equivalent statements, that is conditional law and biconditional law. That is equivalent statement of this conditional law, P implies Q is negation P or Q. And for biconditional law we write it as P double implication Q is equivalent to negation P or Q and negation Q or P. So remember here we write equivalent statement of this conditional statement P implies Q. This is not negation of conditional. It is equivalent statement of conditional. So remember this for MCQ. So this is the equivalent statement of conditional, that is conditional law, and this is the equivalent statement of biconditional, that is biconditional law. So by using this law and negation, we have to solve our next exercise, that is exercise number 4. And our question is, using rules of negation, write the negations of the following. That is, we have to use rules of negation and we have to find negation of given statement pattern. So first statement pattern is negation Q implies P. We have to write its negation. So here our collective is conditional. So first we write formula for this negation of conditional, that is negation of P implies Q is equivalent to P and negation Q. So this is the negation of conditional, and now we apply this negation of conditional for this given statement pattern. So therefore negation of negation Q implies P is equivalent to. Use this result. Our negation tells, we write first statement as it is. So here we write our first statement is Q. So we write here negation Q. Then we write and here we have to take negation of the second statement. So negation of this P. So this is by the negation of conditional. Now if you want to simplify one more step, that is if we interchange this negation P and Q, so reason behind that is by commutative law. So this is the negation of our given statement Q implies P. Now we solve second. Second statement is P or negation Q and R. So here main collective is and. So we use formula for negation of and, that is conjunction. So first we write formula, we know negation of P and Q. Here we write De Morgan's law. So negation becomes negation P or negation Q. And therefore we consider negation of this statement as negation of P or negation Q and R is equivalent. So our P is this first bracket and our Q is the second term R. So we use this negation, that is negation P. So we have to take negation of this bracket. So negation of P or negation Q. Here we write or and then we take negation of Q, that is negation of R. So negation of R. And now to simplify this first term, again we use De Morgan's law or negation of disjunction, and formula is negation of P or Q is equivalent to negation P and negation Q. So we use this result for this negation. So it becomes negation of P or is replaced by and negation of negation Q. That is negation of second statement. Second statement is negation Q. So this is simplification for this negation. So write in the bracket and then second term or negation R. Now one more simplification required here. That is negation of negation use statement itself. So we write here negation P and Q, that it is completed, or negation R. So this is the negation of our second statement pattern. Now we see third statement. So we write here that is solution of third, negation of, we write in the bracket negation of P and Q or P or negation Q. So we have to find negation of this statement. First find here main connective. Our main connective is this or, that is disjunction, and here we use negation of disjunction, that is we write formula here negation of P or Q equivalent to negation P and negation Q. So here we have to use negation of disjunction, and so our simplification is equivalent. First we take negation of this first statement. So here we write negation of. But here our statement is negation of this bracket, so we consider it in bracket negation of P and Q. So remember here we use negation P and Q. Here our P is this term. So we write negation of negation P and Q. Now this all is replaced by and we take negation of our second term, that is P or negation Q. So this is by using negation of disjunction. Now again we use negation of negation use statement itself. So it is equivalent to P and Q. Because negation get cancelled, we get original statement. And here we use negation of this disjunction again. So this gives negation P. This all is replaced by and negation of negation Q. And so we simplify this step again. First bracket as it is P and Q, and now in second bracket negation P as it is, and this negation get cancelled and we get only Q. So this is the negation of our third statement pattern. So this type of examples carry 1 mark each for each of the statement pattern. So in this way we find negation of given statement pattern by using rules of negation. Now we have to take second question, which is depending upon our laws or algebra statements. And our question is, rewrite the following statement. Rewrite the following statements without using if then. That is, we have given a conditional statement which contains if then, and we have to write its equivalent statement by removing this if then. And so our first statement is, if a man is a judge, if a man is a judge, then he is honest. So this is our given statement, which is a conditional statement. So statement is, if a man is a judge, then he is honest. So we have to rewrite this statement without using if then. And so to rewrite this conditional statement, we use our conditional law, that is P implies Q equivalent to negation P or Q. So here this is our P statement and this is our Q statement. So equivalent statement is P negation P or Q. So we rewrite this statement as negation P. So we have to take negation of this P. So negation is, a man is not a judge. That is, we add connective not to find its negation. So a man is not a judge. Then or write Q statement, he is honest. So this is about rewriting given statement without using if then. So a man is not a judge or he is honest is our equivalent statement, or you can say by removing if then we obtain this statement. Now see one more. If f of 2 is equal to 0, if f of 2 is equal to 0, then fx is divisible by x minus 2. fx is divisible by x minus 2. Again same question, we have to rewrite this statement by removing this if then. So we use conditional law, that is negation P or Q. So we take negation of this P, this is our P, is our Q. So negation is f of 2 not equal to 0. That is negation of P. Then we use OR. Write Q. Fx is divisible by x minus 2. So for MCQ, for very short answer questions, this question is important. That is, we rewrite given statement by using if then, by using this conditional law. Now one more type of question related to this algebra, again which is important for our board exams. First of all, its question is important. You have to read this question carefully and then you have to solve this type of questions. So question is without using truth table. Without using truth table. Show that. So remember here, our question is without using truth table. That is, we does not use truth table. We use laws of logic to show given equivalence. So remember here word without using. So our first statement pattern is P or Q. P or Q and P or negation Q equivalent to P. We have to prove this logical equivalence by using laws of logic, not by using truth table. So remember type of question. We solve this equivalence by using truth table or by using laws of logic. When they are given by using truth table, you prove this equivalence by using truth table. When they are given without using, you use the laws of logic. So first we write LHS. So LHS is equivalent to P or Q and P or negation Q. If we observe this LHS and RHS, you see here, on RHS there is only one statement, that is, we have to simplify this LHS such that these statements get reduced to only one statement P. So to simplify this LHS, first we observe our statement pattern. Here we have two brackets and in two brackets this P statement is common. Again common symbol is OR. So here we use our distributive law from this right hand side. So first we write our common statement P, then we write common symbol OR, that is P OR, P OR. Now into bracket we write remaining statement Q, then symbol and here remaining term is negation Q. So remember here we use distributive law. So right here reason distributive law. You can check your distributive law. So if we simplify this P or Q or first bracket, then and P or negation Q. So you can check your distributive law by two ways. And now for this bracket, we use here our complement law, that is P and negation P equivalent to F. So we use this law for statement Q. So this gives P or. Our law tells us Q and negation Q is equivalent to F. So right here reason complement law. And now for this P or F, we use identity law, and by identity law we mean P or F equivalent to P. So here we get P, that is identity law, and this is our RHS. equivalence by using laws of logic instead of truth table. So remember here, we generally repeat our three laws. That is, first is distributive law, second is identity law, and third is complement law. So remember these three laws for this simplification. That is distributive, identity, and complement. Remember their names also because we have to write their reasons in this bracket. That is distributive law, complement law, and here we use identity law. So we see one more example related to this type. And so the statement pattern is P and Q or negation P and Q or P and negation Q equivalent to P or Q. So here we have to do this equivalence without using truth table, that is by laws of logic. So we consider LHS. So write LHS P and Q or negation P and Q or P and negation Q. First we write LHS as it is, and now here if you observe there is one operation, that is disjunction or. So for our convenience, we connect these two brackets by using one lower bracket, that is closed bracket, and then we write these first two terms, and now we write third term as it is. So this is by using associative law. For our convenience, we take first two brackets. If you can take these two brackets, then it is also correct. And now, again observe this bracket. Common terms are, here common operation is and, common statement is Q. So by using distributive law, we write here, first we write this common Q, then we write this common operation and then we write remaining terms in bracket. So here remaining statement is P, connecting or, and then negation P. You can verify your distributive law by solving this bracket as first is P and Q, first bracket, or negation P and Q. And now write or P and negation Q as it is. Here write reason, distributive law. Now, to simplify this again, observe this bracket, P or negation P, that is our complement law, and by complement law we see here P or negation P equal to T. So we write here T and Q or second bracket as it is. Here write reason, complement law. And now for this capital T, we use identity law, that is P and T equivalent to P. Here this P is replaced by Q. So by identity law, we write here for this T and Q equivalent to Q or P and negation Q. Write here reason, identity law. And so, to find our LHS, again we have to distribute this or over this and by using distributive law. So, next step is Q or P and Q or negation Q. That is by distributive law. We distribute this or over and. and so it is Q or P and Q or negation Q. Again for the second bracket use here complement law, that is P or negation P equivalent to T, and write this law for Q. So is equivalent to Q or P and here we write T, that is by complement law. And now again use identity law, that is P and T equivalent to P. Here this P is replaced by this bracket. So instead of P we write this bracket as, so this gives Q or negation P. Write here reason, identity law. And now one more law, which is our second law, P or Q equivalent to Q or P. So we write here P or Q, that is by commutative law. And which is our RHS. So is equal to RHS. In question paper, this type of question carries 3 marks. So remember here how we can proceed. First we write 2 brackets in another bracket, that is by using associative law. Then we write by using distributive law for these 2 brackets, that we take this Q as common, then common operation and write it in terms of the bracket. Then we use complement law for this first bracket and it gives T. Then we use identity law for this first bracket. Again we use distributive law and then we write here complement law for the second bracket. And finally by using identity law and commutative law we get our RHS. So remember this type of questions which carries 3 marks.